Hello friends, it's Big Mike, back here in the kitchen. Do you like homemade biscuits? I love homemade biscuits. A hot biscuit with butter and honey can't be beat. So come along with me, I'm going to show you how I make homemade biscuits. Real easy. Only a few ingredients. So let's get started. First thing we do is heat up our oven to 475 degrees. Now here we have just a simple mixing bowl. And what we're going to do, we're going to sift 2 cups of self-rising flour. I like to use Martha White self-rising flour with hot rise. So I'm going to put 4 of these little measures in there. This measure is a half cup. That's 4. Okay, put the lid back on this, set it aside. Now, we get our measuring spoons. Yes, for this I measure. We're going to put in a half teaspoon of baking powder. Next, we're going to put in 1/4 teaspoon of plain old kitchen salt. You don't want too much salt. You don't want a salty biscuit. Now we're going to sift this through. Oop, spilled some of my flour here. What you do when you sift it is you incorporate air into the flour, which gives you a fluffier biscuit. We'll see if I can get this flour that I spilled in there. Okay. Now we're just going to gently kind of mix that salt and that baking powder through. And we'll make a little hole, a little well in the middle of the flour. Our next ingredient is heavy whipping cream. This is a pint in this container, but we're not going to use all that. It's going to take about a cup, maybe a little more than a cup. So we're going to pour that in that well we made in the middle. And using your spatula, you just want to start folding it in. You don't want to really stir or beat this, because if you do, your biscuits are going to end up hard and dry. So we get this kind of just folded in, mixed in. Like so. We'll add a bit more. The trick is to get this biscuit dough just to the right consistency. You don't want it too wet, you don't want it too dry. And the key to learning this, my friends, is just do it. Eventually you'll learn where it's just right. And you see, I'm just kind of folding it, not really stirring it. The dough's starting to come together into a ball, but it's still kind of dry. You see, we've got dry ingredients down here. So we're going to add a little more cream. Actually, it's probably going to be about 1.5 cups of cream that we're going to put in here. You see, it's come together. Pull all that dough off. And when you can get a little bit of dough and roll it into a ball like that, you're at the right consistency. Now what I have here is a 6x6 baking dish or baking pan. We're just going to roll that dough into the pan. You notice we're not rolling these biscuits with a rolling pin. We're not cutting them out with a biscuit cutter. We're just mixing up our dough, dropping it straight into the pan. Okay, we're all done with the spatula. Now that the dough's in the pan, I just kind of press it down gently, spreading it out, trying to spread it as evenly as I can. Give it a nice little pat, like you're patting it on the back. Good dough. You're gonna grow up to be a fine biscuit one day. Okay. Now you can wash your hands. Now what I've got here is gonna make 4 nice sized biscuits. So what I like to do is take a knife and just kind of cut it down the middle, like so. Turn it 90 degrees, cut it down the middle, like so. And by the sound of that beep, my oven is ready. So we're going to take this pan, we're going to set it into the oven. Now all ovens are a little different. Some cook faster than others. In my oven, these biscuits are going to take about 20 minutes, but I don't go by a timer. In about 15 minutes, I'll come check them. About 20 minutes, I'll come check them. When they've got that light golden color on the top, that's when I know that they're done. So we'll check back in about 20 minutes. So these have been in the oven for about 20 minutes. I turned them out on this plate and I used my spatula to separate them where we used our knife to score it. And that, my friends, is a biscuit fit for a king.